Make a broke it. Okay, how it ended. What up? Top of the morning, bro. Hey, hey. I didn't even finish that. What's going on, my brethren? What's it? Where are you at? Where do you what you live? You live in America? What state do you live in, or whereabouts you at? I'm in Atlanta. I'm in Georgia. I need to do this. Hold on. Bang. Hold on. I got some. Not much, but at the airport. Oh, heading around. All right. Hold on. Let me see. I gotta get my. I got my. I gotta get my. Who do I set up? Bam. Auto find and activate. Activate selected. Okay. That's up. Hold on one second. Almost there. What's going on, Chi? What up, Scott? Hold on, hold on, hold on. What's up? What's up? What's up? Top of the morning, top of the morning. What's going on, Twitch? What's going on, YouTube? Hey, what's up, Scott? You been going to bed early? I ain't seen you in a while. Back in my hometown. Then I'll be back in Texas tomorrow. Traveling, huh? Getting a lot of footage for the redacted files. I'm back. Yeah, welcome back, redacted. How are you, my lady? All right, let me make sure I got this on here. YouTube. Live, live. You know what? I'll do it like this. Hold on one second. Let me finish this for real quick. Back, back. I don't even know what that is. Me, go, uh, live, pause, share. Is that what I sound like? Share, Discord. Where next YouTube at? YouTube. Send. All right. All right. What's the topic today? Open topic. Open topic, my brother. It's open topic. Whatever the world wants to know about. Now, you look drained. Oh, what's going on, Chi? Not feeling well? I was gonna say go touch some grass, but you're inside here, right? uh, um, school got you. School got you down. Oh man, that was funny. That was funny. All right, let me set this up too. Bam. Uh, Bam, bam, bam. That worked. That worked. Sure, this is done. Properties done. Done. Cancel. Student professor gave us 400 pages of studying in a week. Hopefully, it's freaking big font. Wow, that's crazy. That's almost rude. That's rude. Let alone it's about babies and reproduction, the hardest part. What's the hardest part of reproduction? That's a joke. Get it? All right. Do you know about the calcium and zinc and the zinc flash that happens when a sperm and an egg, when a sperm meets and enters an egg and conception is completed? Been iced in the house since Friday, ready for the melting to begin. Jeez, where are you at, Bojangles? I knew you'd make that joke. Did you see this, Chi? When conception completes, a flash of light happens in the, I guess you would call it the zygote from the zinc release. Um, Flash of light at conception.
This is actual footage of the moment.
All right, hold on. Maybe make this a little bit bigger here. Oh, I know I gotta change that too. Let me shrink that a little bit. There we go. There we go. I'll make it over here. I'll move it over. I'll move it over here. I'll move it over there. I'll move it over here. There we go. I'll move it over here. Okay, we'll move it over there. A little bit smaller. I know it's pretty big over that. There we go. All right. Hold on. Yeah. So this is when the sperm and the egg meet. Uh-oh, to break it.
This is actual footage of the moment life begins. It's called the zinc spark, a burst of light that happens the instant a sperm fuses with
That's
an
so
egg. This
freaking
flash
cool.
is no
Mark?
coincidence. It's triggered by a sudden surge
Yes.
of calcium inside the egg, releasing millions of zinc ions into the surrounding space, creating this incredible light show. But it's more than just beautiful, it's essential. The brighter the spark, the healthier the egg, a signal of its ability to support life. It also plays a role in protecting the egg, helping to prevent multiple sperm from entering. This is literally the first step in the process that led to you. If life begins with a flash of energy, what does that say about you? Right now, every cell in your body is generating over 1 trillion electrical signals per second, all powered by the same force that led up the very beginning of your life. It's in every thought, every heartbeat, and every breath that you take. You're more than flesh and blood. You're a walking, living field of energy. So the next time you wonder what you are, remember, your light, your energy, and it all...
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's redacted. What's the topic for today? That's the last one I got from you. The topic's open topic, redact. Open topic. Open topic, my brother. Is it too much? What? What did I miss? You made no. I won't get it deposited until you have to get over $100 before they'll pay you out, and I got over $100. But so they pay out. I think it's between whatever's when you get over $100, which wasn't until January. The last day. Well, let's just look at it right here. The earn. Minimum payment is $100. That's the minimum payout, and get paid your payment, your activity. What happens by the 14th of the previous month, and then it should get by the 21st and the 24th. So it's between the 21st and the 24th of February. I'll have, because I didn't get monetized until January or December 26th last year. So from that to December or January 14th will be in February 21st, so I'll be a month or so, about a month before I get paid. I'm sorry, Chi. I'm getting busted this sec. I may get it done. You are amazing. Hey, you want me to show your picture of your art there, Chi? Let's see. Look at this stuff that she folded. Yes, yeah, it's over 100. Yeah. Uh-oh. There it is. Look at that. Look at that. Let me shrink it down a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty dang cool. Yeah, it was over 100. Yeah. It'll come. It'll hit. So you can leave it there. I think. I guess if you don't want it to be taxed, I'm guessing. I haven't looked into it more, but until it actually becomes income, you can leave it in your YouTube account, basically, and then I believe I'll have to double check on this, but I believe I can wait and then I can say pay me. And then, so if I don't need the money, but I mean, whatever, it's like I'm gonna have to pay the taxes on it anyway. But so, yeah, it is pretty. What's up, ND? No problem. Well, you did. I can't do it. That's freaking awesome. Yeah, you're like so Chi. What were you doing when you should have been studying this 400 pages? Oh, I was. um. Make it happen. I was talking about Chihuahua. So pretty. 64 pieces. Yeah, that's freaking. It looks good. That looks really good. That looks really good. Okay, let me get this up here too while I'm here. Bang, bang. Copy. Copy. Come on, thing. Man, where's that? Ah, here. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Apologies. Pin. Life is so boring without electricity. Yeah, yeah, it can be boring. Low key cheered me up. What's wrong with your electricity? You power out, ND? Yeah, I got battery backups, generators, all kinds of stuff. You gotta make sure you got some power. Power. It's about planning ahead. Read my previous message. Life is low key boring without electricity. Am I missing messages here? That's the only one I got. Oh, I was talking. Yeah, that's the last thing I got. Previous message. I was talking about Chihuahua. That's the last one I got. Life is boring without electricity. Read my previous message. Heart. Heart. This one. That's all I got. So pretty. Yeah, that's all I got. Andy, that was me 4 days ago. No internet, only signal tower. Oh, that sucks. I don't know. Redacted says I missed his message too, and I don't have it either. He said you missed my message, and then the only other one I got is what's the topic? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, you have a power shortage in your city. Okay. What's up, Adam? I think Trump or Putin is coming. Dun, 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 dun. Right? Yeah, you got it. Yep, yep. Hey, think about how nerve wracking it is for the enemies of America or of Trump when the power goes out, because that, like, the reports from Venezuela was the power went out, the internet went out, and then everybody's like, oh no, oh no. I can imagine all of the people, all the protesters and stuff, sitting at home. They know they've said a bunch of stuff on the internet, and then all of a sudden the power goes out. It's got to be so anxiety. They have to be anxiety ridden. Yeah, that's gotta suck. That's gotta suck. Trump or Putin is coming. Yeah, but that flash of, going back to what we were talking about a second ago, Chi, that flash of light, I ain't scared no man. That flash of light during conception is pretty freaking cool. I was driving around town. I saw a guy wearing a shirt with Jacob Zuma, Vladimir Putin, and Xi Jinping plastered on the front. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm only scared of my mom and dad. I'm right there with you. And God fearing, dad fearing, and mom fearing. That's me in that order. Yeah, that's so cool. That's so cool. And it's so crazy. You can midwife.
When a sperm fertilizes an egg, there's a flash of light observed at the moment of conception caused by a sudden release of zinc ions. These ions then emit a burst of light as it exits the egg. Now, this phenomenon, often called the zinc spark, is a crucial indicator that the egg has been successfully fertilized and is preparing to begin an embryonic development. The intensity of this light is thought to indicate the egg's developmental potential, providing insight into embryo viability.
They're gonna be like, hey, ma'am, we got to stick this camera in your hoo-ha to make sure we can see the light when make sure the baby's born. Bones up, everyone. What up, burger? Burger. Is that your? I'm not gonna ask if that's your last name. I was gonna. Okay, let's see. All right. Where are we looking here? Where are we looking? Where are we looking? Taipei. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. Hold on. What? You can eavesdrop on rat giggles? They call the police. Oh, geez, that's pretty interesting. BRICS alliance is a plague on the earth. Yeah, dude. Listen, there's alliance bull crap. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. Because the problem with alliances is if someone gets a little angry or someone gets elected down the road, if you have multiple countries and you have all of one country doing like your medical research and development and one country doing like your automotive manufacturing, when that breaks down, and it always will eventually, you lose all that. Every country should be self-sustainable, but they just make other countries that aren't, and then they so people can have positions of power and people can be taxed, but the countries don't do anything. They just have people living there. And another way to move money. What up, Void? Nick Wild from Zootopia 2. You'll notice every country involves massively corrupt. Right, exactly. Trying to form something bigger than NATO. Right, it's stupid. Everybody should, listen, everybody should deal with their own, because when you start those conglomerations, you start worrying about other people's problems. And that's a big problem. And when they have problems and they have support from other countries and stuff, that's no good. Especially if you have people. No voodoo is going to stop the God in me that light my God in me. So who laughs now? So who laughs now? What's up, Hector? What up, AJ? Doing good. How you doing? How are you doing, my brother? How are you doing now? Doing so far so good. So far so good. It's actually warmer than it was supposed to be. Um, let's see. Temperature. Current temperature. Come on. Weather.
It's 35 degrees and mostly cloudy in Sharpsburg.
It was supposed to get down to like 19 or 15 tonight. Now it's supposedly supposed to be a low of 26, which is it's 2 degrees Celsius right now, and it's supposed to get down to -3 tonight rather than like -8 Celsius. Yes. God laughs now. Yes, sir, Hector. Nick Whale and Judy Hopps from Zootopia 2. What about them? What I miss, Void? And if they achieve anything, it won't be in their lifetime. They're royally effing up the future of their nations. Right. They're going to get they're going to get benefits from, listen, when you set up these conglomerations, you got to decide which companies are going to do the things to support the country. So while you're in power, you select, and then when you get these companies ultra rich and you get out of politics, they're like, hey, can you come talk to us? Could be a speaker here for $1 million. And you go say, what I did was when I got elected, I said, we're going to do everything. And then I did it. And now we're rich and everybody's great. Yeah, it's dumb. It's absolutely corruption. It's absolute. Well, actually, it makes me want to be homeless in France. What are we talking about, Void? Looking them up? Is that what we're saying? I've got nice benches to sleep on. And sweet on the street. I found a report from a lab in Germany that shows people that stayed in Africa after the Great Migration retained more DNA from early humans. Hybrid vigor is important for evolution. Let's see here. Hold on, let's do this first. We'll go from talking about DNA to looking at. Is this what you're looking at? Oh, Gunopia. ZPD offers. That's kind of crazy. Time for sleep. I can definitely vouch for that. I can definitely vouch for that. But the eugenics conversation isn't a popular one. No, it's definitely not. Yeah, it's Goonopia. It's just so crazy. And that's in the AI overview of frickin' Google. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Oops, 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 oops. Okay, let us see. Goonopia. As an African, I am 99.992 wait, white. 99.992. But that 0.008%, that's a son of a bitch. I'm all over the place genetically, but very important slither of Moroccan DNA makes me mixed race. There you go. Winning, winning, winning. Okay. Oops, 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 oops. At you. Winning. All right, all right, all right. What are we gonna do here? Let's say. Oh, you know what? I should try to figure out. Oh, what was I? Dang it. I had an idea for what I need to figure out. Where's it at? Where's it at? Okay. Oh, is it dazzling? Oh, that's not good. Don't watch that. You guys want to see the interesting stuff that's going on in America? America. History. Where's it at? Where's seat view all? I can see it in your eyes. Oh, that guy's freaking crazy. There you go. Oh, video unavailable. How's the life? Rich, you can call me Chard, sure. They call me Chard. Oh, why is the video unavailable? What? What's going on here? Damn, this happened last night too. I remember like it kept saying my video ended and like while on stream last night, on stream last night, people were posting links and none of this stuff. It kept saying this, and then after stream, when I was getting ready for bed, like every like only like one out of every 20 videos would work. I should go for some chicken shawarma and with garlic sauce right now. That's some good stuff. Snow White, God is you know why Snow is white? God is racist. And if you make a lot of money off of this streaming thing, can we call you Rich Chard? Dun, 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 dun. I will allow it. I will allow it, Adam. Oh, that's me. Uh-oh. There we go. Why is that unavailable? I will allow it. It would almost. What? Oh. It's almost like it was prophetic, like by naming me Rich. So I thought about this as a kid. Namaste. I thought of this as a kid, right? So if your parents name you Rich and you end up rich, then what happens if your parents name you Nicholas? Get it? You're Nicholas. You don't have any nickels. You don't have any money. So the only guy I know named Nicholas is poor. He actually lived on the street. But I know a lot of Richards too that aren't rich. But they might become rich. Hopefully Nicholas will become nickel full. The sun is yellow because age and masturbation number one. Freaking ND. Uh, watch history. The Asians. Oh boy. They're definitely good at math. Prophetic for sure. You were a wise kid. Yeah, this guy's so crazy. This thing. What's going on? I got another video unavailable. I believe the name you get can have a big effect on your life. I do too. Oh, listen, I absolutely believe. Rich, I hear you in the background. Never made that joke again. Took you long enough, G. So yes, but people, well, let's see. I guarantee there's a study about it. Some countries, well, and ND said this was incorrect, but if you ask Google, it says that Denmark gives parents a list of names that they can choose from, or at least there's a list that they cannot use. Like it's got to be a certain, like you can have a name added to the list, but there's like a list you can't use. What if your parents named you Andy Dick? Right. And what happened with that guy? This is why some Africans name their kids Hope, Peace, right, dude. They do it here in America too. Like Mercedes, Porsche. Dude, there's a lot of crazy ones too. I'm like listening to you while I'm talking, so yeah, that's all right. Why did you sneak in $1 million? Trying to get that money. I'm not luckily. Okay, let me see. What was I just doing? Okay, children's names affecting their life outcome. Now we haven't read anything except for this AI, so take it for what it's worth. Children's names can influence their life outcome by shaping their teachers' expectations, peer interactions, and self-perception. So if you have a stupid name and your teacher thinks that you have a stupid name, they may have lower expectations for you because your name is dumb. So then they won't teach you as well. They'll teach you like you're a child, even though you, like me, I was taught as if I were an adult. Like I got a lot of like, I got the NSA tried to hire me out of high school, but I didn't fill out the application because it was like 70 pages. My parents almost called me Chuck or Hunter. I'd have preferred Hunter, but I'm effing relieved that I didn't get called Chuck. Yeah, that's my middle name actually. Adam, it's Charles. I guess me and our grandfather's name is Charles, but he went by Chuck. Because names are prophetic and everyone loves $1 million. There's a list of names you can't use. I got AI plagued with everything asking me where's Eve for the rest of my days. Yeah, I've been getting that a lot too. You can't name your child Jesus. So in Spanish, it's pronounced Jesus, and there's a lot of Jesuses here in America and Mexico. Richard, Chuck, Chuckchard. They call me Chuckchard. Okay, academic teachers may hold different expectations based on a child's name affecting test scores and ultimately academic achievement. Children with names associated with lower social class may face worse school outcomes. Boys with female-sounding or uncommon names may experience more disciplinary issues in school due to teasing or social pressures. Candidates with more common traditional names are often perceived as more likable and have a lot higher likelihood of being hired. Names that are easy to spell and pronounce are generally preferred. Conversely, unusual or unpopular names are sometimes linked to higher rates of juvenile delinquency. Wow. And so don't name your kid Satan. Oh, so you can't name your kid Monkey or Satan. There you go. I will call my child Negrompate. Negrompate? What's Negrompate? Oh, Negropone? Let's see. Let me see. Okay. I think we might have done this before, but worst child names. Worst baby child name. Okay. No, there was a Colonel Colin Powell. I will name my child Mr. Casalingua. Hello, sir. Let me in there. Don't click. Yeah. Oh yeah. Don't click that. Early bird catches the bird. What up, space cow? Oh my bad. Jesus is okay, but Jesus Christ is a no. Yeah, that's what I would imagine. Yeah. People are also facing racism because of the names. Right. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Such as the Arabic names. I don't see a lot of that in America. I mean, I think the most used name in America is John, and the second most used name is Muhammad. So I don't think you see that a whole lot here, but I'm guessing in other places. If I name my kid, I'm gonna be Optimus Prime or Remington 12 gauge. Okay, L'Oreal. Felon. You name your kid Felony. It was actually used where a felony is a word for a crime. That's so crazy. Abstinence. Some guy in Egypt named his baby girl Facebook because he wanted to pay gratitude for Facebook helping to overthrow President Hosni Mubarak. Vagina. Yeah, yes, I agree. The child will be the Olive Garden. The story was the father liked the name Garden for the baby girl, but the wife wanted Olive, so they named her Olive Garden. Meldor, like Lord of the Rings. Jamie. Oh, it was supposed to be Jamie. Abekada. According to data, 373 girls were named A, B, C, D, E. Just the first 5 letters in the alphabet. Arson. Oh, jeez. Bacardi. You know where that came from. Maybe the parents were just raging alcoholics. Banana. Aren't you glad I picked this name for you? Brick. Chaos. Yeah, that's horrible. Why would you do that to the kid? Liam, Noah, Oliver, Elijah, James, most used name in America. Oh, really? That's the I thought the number one name. Number one boy's name in America. Yeah, right. Top 1,000. Wow, wonder when that changed. Wow, that has to be new. Olivia, Emma, because yeah, Jennifer, Jenny. I mean, that was back in the 90s, maybe when I remember talking about that. Maybe it's the world. Number one boy's name in the world. Yeah,
According
Muhammad.
to parents. According to Letter Solver, the most popular boy's name is Muhammad, which also has a religious history.
No, duh. It also has religious history. Arson is a dope name. Hey, what up, man, Camera? Did you kiss the black brick before you threw it at me? And that was a whole new meaning. Did you kiss the black brick? That's a combo. We need to bring back double names like Giano, Piero, Mary Bell, or Chris Chaos Brick. Yeah, good wholesome names like Chaos Brick. All right. Drug. I didn't even see that before. It was 1874. It wasn't a nickname. Gassy. Lasagna. Misery. Moon Unit. That was Frank Zappa's. Netflix. Pop my. Puzzle. I just can't figure it out. Yep, Chlamydia is a cute name for a girl. What up, bro? Pronounced Charlotte. Yes, so yes, we said drug. These are children's names. Tesla, because the kid runs on electricity. Velveeta. That's so freaking horrible. That's pretty bad. Lordmeister Swift Eagle, first and middle name. Lordmeister Swift Eagle. It's drug o'clock somewhere. Do I get a hug? I heard drugs. Lordmeister Swift Eagle. Polly? No way. First name Door, middle name Knob. Gonorrhea. Oh, Jonna-RAE. So it was spelled gonorrhea, but pronounced Jonna Ray. Someone from high school's last name was Captain Morgan. Unfortunately, when Harry, oh Jesus, Princess Bliss and Precious Belle, sisters. Ivor, oh man, Ivor Locock. When I worked with kids in healthcare named Trout, Lexus Mercedes Abacata. I know a dog named Legend, a friend's grandson, Darwin Danger and Penny Nichols. Roraracious, Rory for short, because why not? My son had a friend named Danger. I knew a girl named Tequila and Robert Roberts. I knew a Robert Roberts and I knew a Richard Richards. Went to school with a lad named Merlin, Silver Streaks, and that's me. Vanilla and Strawberry Fields, definitely hippie parents. Chase Merriweather, destined to be a meteorologist. Dusty Rhodes, that's the freaking adult name. Late 67, a girl named Fluffy. Oh, that's a strange name. Robin Hood, Dallas Rainwater, and another Mike. That's not good. My grandpa was friends with a guy named Richard Head. Yeah, that's bad. Her name was Beautiful. Her sisters were Be Youthful and Pretty. Computer. Alan. At least his parents were creative. Flutter, like the Fluter. Yeah, that's bad. Coworker married Silva. She's now ex-husband, married, and his son Sterling. His name is Sterling Silva. Had a kid. Guess what he named Sterling Silva? Quicksilva. Someone had to know their Bobo. Oh, jeez, that's so stupid too. Yeah, that's pretty bad. All right, what I miss here? What if they did? They did. Yeah, someone named their kid Drug. That's freaking stupid. Been a while. Drugless is a dope name. That's funny, MD. That's funny. Drugless is a dope name. Get it? Dope, drug. Okay, yeah, get it. I get it. That's funny. No, Drugless is a dope name. Drugless. Yeah, we're getting to go do it. I know Ricky Bobby. Drugful. Hornswoggle. What up? What up? I let a guy named I knew a guy named Lahali, pronounced Leilale. Jeez. Someone I knew named Douglas had a dope name. I'm a comedian. Yeah, except I spelled it wrong. First, middle, and last name. Imagine that. Yeah. There's a footballer named Drinkwater. Yeah, I got it. I miss the days when names had meanings better than that. Yeah, drugless. Right. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, names used to have meanings, like, but people now are like, and the thing is, they're not even quoting the worst names because of racism. Like, there's a lot of really bad names. List of 100 worst names in America. I just want the list. Okay, Neve. Oh, you can't see it. Neve. Okay, and then Elon Musk's name, a kid's name. Hashtag Chloe, Klowee. Danneries? Lucifer. That's freaking a bad idea. Baby. Unique. Spelled wrong. Yes, spelling bee trava. Olivia, a trendy twist on Olivia that no one asked for. Colon, icy. Disasterina. Lawless Ellen. There is someone named that. Imagine your child's name. What? Who's on first? Did someone name their kid racism? Yes, someone named their kid racism. Chihuahua dope is the slang for a euphoria-producing drug, right? So if the name was drugless and saying that name is dope is like saying that name is cool, but the name is actually dope because it's a... You're in school... a pilot inspector... Moxie Crime Fighter. Oh, that's so bad. Audio Science Pistol, Apple, Bear Blaze. Khalil. But they don't have laser vision. Yeah, tomorrow, like Tupac. But tomorrow, audio, name, Bronx Magali. Mowgli? Oh, Mowgli, like the freaking animal. Denim. Nimrod. That's going to be a rough life. Khaleesi, the Game of Thrones. Jackson with 2 X's. Rocket. Tough. He's a little tough guy. Draven, dark and blooming, brooding for a collar. Cashmere, like Cashmere, but Cashmere. Zyra, Bentley, Crimson, Destiny, Kinsley. A spelling minefield. Riot. That's freaking crazy. Sounds like a mashup between Riot and Wyatt. Sounds like Riot to me. Jayceon. Oh, I get it. Mike Jerkson. Bit slow. Whoa, I'm disappointed. Linux Mint time. I know, I've already installed Mint, uninstalled Mint, and installed Ubuntu. I'm running Ubuntu now. Kindness. Ivan Jurgen. I had to explain my professor what happens when a male is a testicular torsion and he's a man. Yeah, he should know. Some of these African girls I went to, Afrikaans girls I went to school had hilarious names. I dated a girl named Shizel. Sheezy for short. Yeah, I got it in there, brother. I installed it over the weekend and then uninstalled it and installed Ubuntu. They sound like username more than actual names. He melted my brain. Sorry to disappoint you, Space Cal. We have someone in chat named Zyra sometimes. Yes, Zara, Zayra, like Sarah, I'm guessing, but Zara, yeah. I hope she never sees this. Everly Brexley, another overworked Lee name. Zayden, Corbin. I know a Corbin with a C. C-O-R. Blazin. Oh, jeez. Your kid's name is a fire emoji. Camry. You lost a bet with your keyboard. Isley. Journey spelled wrong. Oh, man. Brax. Lux. 1X wasn't enough. Iceland? Like Iceland? Am I getting true? Oh, Madness Sin. That's so freaking horrible. Senior, junior. I've heard of some senior, junior. I've heard of that. I don't know if I read it online or not, but I've saw that before. Ubuntu was actually. Yes, I knew that. Yes, sir. Yes, I did know that. Yep. When I used to meet Africans and they said, "Do you know any African words?" I say Ubuntu. That's the only one I knew. Throw away. I have to study. Sadly, pronounced Ubuntu. Mint means tasty and hence must be good. You're planning to be a doctor, Chi. And okay, so Michaela, but Michaela. That's so dumb. Kimberly. Jackson again, another one wrong. Avaya. Emerson instead of Emerson. That's Zephaniah. That's a biblical name. Feels too heavy for a baby in 2025. Jaggerlin. Matt. Oh, that's so dumb. Brinkley, like Christy Brinkley. It looks more like a TikTok username. Zealand. Tinsley. Xavier. We get it. You wanted Xavier with a twist. Oh, Xavier. I'm an idiot. Chloe or Coley. Chloe's distant, confusing cousin. Paislin. Like Paisley. That's dumb too. Jaden. Jasmine. Hriot. Kovacs. That's a last name. That's crazy. But they made it the first name. Asteroid Destroyer is a nice name. Is that a bad thing? I once lived in a kingdom there was a king who died. Dr. Wawa, I like it. I feel like the parents who name their kids a strange name just major sadists and have no concept of how cruel kids. No, they absolutely know. School hasn't changed. Kids haven't changed. Human nature hasn't changed. They know how cruel school is. Absolutely. But they just think that their kids are going to be. It's going to make them go through. What do they call it? They'll persevere through the face of adversity. It's stupid. My dad kicked me out of his house when I said I wanted to become a rapper. Kimberly. I don't know. Some that's like, remember people with a staggering combined IQ of 85 are allowed to have children, right? A combined IQ of 85. Remember your kid's name? Who? Damn, man, do you succeed in your dream? No, I didn't think so. Oh, I think so. People have not changed in the past 2,000 years. No, right. Yes, only technology changed, and it allows for hate and love to be even further enforced and produced and spread. Yeah, technology just increases human will. You make beats, though, one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. Nevea again, Skyland. This is so stupid. Cadence. Sprechen, Quincy, Zyla. Yeah, these people are bad. You gotta be kidding me. Frickin' cricket. Chaos sounds like a warning label. Chaos danger. Cobra. Blade, way too sharp. Zero, that's a bad idea for a kid. Vengeance. You know what that's about. That woman's definitely all up in frickin' family court. Even a normal like me gets names. Right, exactly. Every name does. Metallica or Megadeth? Metallica. Okay, listen. Metallica from like the 90s and before, and Megadeth from like the 90s and after. Dr. Wawa Space. Hi, I'm Dr. Wawa Space Cow. Adam and Steve. One day, ND, one day. Until that day, stay homeless. Beavers love your name. Damn. I want to share a video with you from TikTok. Okay, all right. Draco. Oh, that's so great. Okay, I thought I was talking about the gun. They're talking about Slytherin, Draco. Dagger, Sativa, Blip, Omega. Rage. You don't name your kid Rage. And then you find yourself in the psychologist freaking chair saying, my kid's got anger issues. My beautiful baby boy, Sharknado. Based on the opinion, I love the old Metallica. Yeah, based opinion. Yes. Old Metallica was freaking incredible stuff. His little sister, three-headed shark. Venom. Fury. Stormy. Riot. And it's like, if you're spelling your kid's name wrong, you're not enforcing like good value of like education and whatnot. So it just doesn't matter. You sound it out. Kane. I'm sure someone has their name Durex. They do. 100%. They absolutely do. Yes. There's absolutely a kid named Durex. 100%. I've seen it on one of these other lists before. And it was one of the after they named the kid that they went on the ban list. I changed my name to if I name my child Rage, I would change my last name to Bait. Rage Bait. Princess, that's cute, but it's an awkward legal name. Sir Judge Heavenly Moonshine Jupiter Majestic and Queenie. Okay, let's see. Why is my last name just your name, Space Cow? I'm shocked we did not meet Dixon at the top. There's a lot of Dixons. Marijuana. And yeah, Dixon's actually pretty popular, or was at least when I was back in the 80s, 90s, and whatnot. Throw Dixon. Yeah, get a name. Throw Dixon. I'm gonna throw the. What else is this supposed to be? Dutchy. Like Dutchy. Okay, yeah. Hey, that's Dick's son. Where was I at here? Oh, I forgot something here. What was I gonna do? Somebody, worst child name, Durex. Right here, Durex. Where was it? Durex. I went to school with somebody named Durex. She was deadly serious. I couldn't stop laughing. Lonely? Lonely? Lonely! 2026 ND, come get quality, baby. I'll name my daughter Boy then. Right, yeah, might as well. Something Wong. Hey, that's written on the wall. I know it's hard to see, but yeah, Something Wong's on the wall. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, all right. All right, we'll go. We got about seven or not 9 more minutes, and I'm gonna have. I haven't broke my fast yet. Sam Wan. What did M say before? He said he wanted to share a video with TikTok. Did he share the video yet? I didn't see it. I'm the same one. The same one as the other one? Other one? Same one? Someone! Same one and someone. That would be a great name for twins. The most messed up thing that's in your third world countries name. Yes, yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, so it moderated you out. YouTube did. I didn't do it. Kaiden. Go to school nowadays with a kid named they don't know the history. Yeah, or they do know the history. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? So, look, you don't just come up with the name AH from frickin' World War II in 2020 for your kid, and not, that it's not. Oh, it just sounds good together. You know about, yeah. That's 100% for sure. Holy sheet. There was a baseball player for the Baltimore Orioles named Larry Sheets, and we used to say Larry Sheets in the toilet as kids, but that's what that reminded me of. No one, everyone, someone, same one, and someone. My Chinese twin sons will become a pilot. Mayday and Mayday. You gotta do it Mayday and May Day. The boy and the girl. Mayday and Mayday. I will name my son Genghis Khan. But it's got to be Genghis. You got to throw some freaking wackadoo in there. We will be pilots. We will be pilots. But just for one day. And sisters, holy shit, it's Something Wrong. Dun, 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 dun. Rainbow. I can't believe that hasn't been done. That's crazy. I can't believe REI. Rainbow. Okay, hold on. It has been done. But it's one word. A modern, rare, feminine name inspired by the name Rainbow. Rain and bow. Yeah, that is one. Rain, a legal name. A regal name, a legal name. Scandinavian French word, bow, B-O-E, B-U-I with a, not an umlaut, what's that thing called, an accent mark. The name blends authority, rain, with the natural imagery of a bow, a ruling rainbow. These names make me lose hope in humanity as they're so stupid. You guys are stupid. That's probably a name too. Let's see. Okay, here's stupid boy names. Ziggy, Rocket, Gizmo, Jax, Buzz, Rocco, Rocky, and Nash. Stewart, Trevor, Turner, Tide, Yuri. The kid, that big dog that I dog sit that's across the street. Their child's name is Yuri, Uri. Ari, A-R-I. Sorry, not Yuri. Yuri, and Ezekiel. Ezekiel. Aman, Abaddon, a bigger, a Banchu, a Bolivian name. Abchanchu. Jeez, their sisters have been far less successful. Genghis Economics. Genghis Economics. Throwaway would be a cool name for a child. I found him in the dumpster. That reminds me of Genghis Khan and Reaganomics somehow. Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good mashup. That's a good mashup. Genghis Economics. Genghis Economics. I'm gonna have to put that in the show notes here. So far, I've got a bunch. Claim bait, still one of my favorites. My beautiful baby boy Trenchfoot. Don't forget about Fruity Loop Studios. Of course, the newborn Semantic Super Saw. We call him Sammy. Simmy. Davil. Hold on, what am I missing here? Devil. Gotcha. The rarest boy names: Nicodemo, Cathan, Finian, Prentice? Like apprentice? Lazare, Sophus, Thorley, Nagasi. What's going on, Barbara? Or think about, I'm sure there's something named Post. I believe there is. Sixth grade student, hold on, was teased, bullied, called names by his peers. Bullying was, his last name was POTUS. But the White House honored him for his resilience, and he was photographed in 2019 State of the Union address. He wasn't named POTUS. It was Trump. His name was Trump. Okay. I need to reframe. What up, Vishal, brother? POTUS. I start reading, I get excited. Gingivitis Grant Theron Johnson III. They call me Gingivitis Grant Theron Johnson III. Can you handle the Genghis? Go into the Genghis. Solid bread. Celebrate. It will be so right. Celebrate. Imagine if your name was Ginger Khan. They call me Ginger. Yeah, and you're redheaded. There's got to be one. Hold on. There's got to be. Clue Clarkson? Jeez, dude, you're going to get me fired. You can't be talking bad about Democrats around here, madam. I am madam. Celebrate. You got the grant. Yeah. I got it, Bummer Rolls. I got it. It makes it happen. It's for high speed streaming. I got the granny glasses strap. I got the strap, boy. I got that strap. You guys strapped? Yeah, I'm strapped. I got that strap. I got the switch on my strap. I got the switch on my strap. Lay it in my lap. I got the switch on my strap, so my glasses don't fall in my lap. They're trying to trick you, Richard. What's up, Rob, brother? It's fun. We're doing good. I'm having a good time today. This was a good one. This wasn't good. We went through like 175 of the worst. But let's see. Okay, I want to do, and then, I'll go 15 minutes longer. All right, let's see. Obesity. It is obesity. That's ABCD. ABCD. Obesity. That's so dumb. Don't name your kids obesity. Obesity. Like obesity. ABCDE is pronounced obesity. Like obesity. Like obese. Like being. That's crazy. They're the future. They're the future VR glasses. That's right. What's going on, Lamb? What's your favorite memory of your childhood? Mine? Huh. I got a lot, dude. I had a really good childhood. My favorite memory. Wow. Dude, I got a lot. Like favorite times with my different grandparents and my parents and my brothers and sisters and girls and bands and one of the most times I've laughed the most is when I found out that VHF stands for very high frequency. Like I thought like it would stand for like vibrational harmonically for something more complex than very high frequency. And we were at the Space Center down in Florida when we went to Disneyland. And so I was there. Anyway, I laughed for like 10 minutes straight on that. Aiden Irish David Sullivan. Yeah, I figured that out, Adam. Gavin Ulysses Nathan. Eating sand might be on top. Eating sand for girls' names? Oh, for your favorite childhood memory. Just one name comes to mind. Get ready, kids. What's going on, Yogi? I'm waiting for the. I think I know what you're talking about, Kaiden. Ultra high frequency, right? I didn't realize that UHF and VHF stood for ultra high frequency and very high frequency. I thought they were like something super complex, other than hey, this is a very high frequency, and this one's even higher. It's the ultra high frequency. Yeah, it was crazy. It was good. Poles are shifting. Critical mass. Death's not that scary, brother. I used to be really scared of death as a kid. I remember like being like 3, 4, 5 years old, and I remember laying at my parents' door at the end of the hallway crying like, "What happened when you die?" But yeah, it gets less and less scary the older you get. The more you learn, the less scary it gets. The more scary thing is how you die. You know, how much anxiety you have to endure up to that point of leaving. I thought AM was morning. Tin, 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 tin. All right. We'll watch you guys stuff real quick. Hopefully it's not too long. Let's see. I need to leave here in a couple of minutes. Let's see. Bang, bang. Celebrate. Brother, your video's unavailable. Lamb. Let me try Yogi's. Celebrate. Your video's unavailable too. Yeah, I had a problem with some earlier too. I've been waiting on the cataclysmic event to shift the tides a bit. Thank you, humanity, for pumping all that groundwater. I'm scared I didn't do enough. I feel like I'll leave behind a memory that lasts for a year. Then do more. How old are you, Bumba? Bumbaras, how old are you? Want to understand the fear of death? You have to fear coming to Earth. Exactly. Just one day alive, celebrate. Could LeBron James have stopped the Mongols? He could have, and he didn't. Freaking LeBron. Richard is our lucky star, our singing satellite. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It would be so nice. Bumbaros. Nobody gets remembered for long. It's how being remembered only matters during life. You can only achieve so much. Listen, having children and having a legacy, the problem a lot of people are facing now is they listen to the whole feminist narrative that your job is more important than a family, and then now this existential crisis is happening for a lot of people because your job doesn't give a crap about you. If you die, they just replace you, and then they don't even, it's not like they're gonna gold plate your desk and your chair and your computer keyboard. No, they're gonna freaking pull it off next. And they'll be like, what was the guy's name? I don't know. I mean, either. Yeah, what's your thought on a movie portraying immorality is a curse like we have less time, we can make our life precious? No, I want to explore different galaxies while I'm eating Cheetos. Yeah, what's wrong with that? Do more for what, though? It all means nothing in the end of the Star Supernova. No, dude, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. We're not going to be around for star supernovas. That's not going to happen. This is a stop along the way. It absolutely matters because the life people experience after ours is affected and influenced by the lives we led. Absolutely, especially with these digital footprints. This dread you're feeling is a problem with a circular argument. It doesn't matter because of this. It doesn't matter because of this. Why eat? Why have children? Because we have the ability at this point in time to have experiences and to pass our experiences on. That's what matters. It's called making the best of a situation. A lot of people don't want competition, so they convince people to give up with everything. And that's what you're radiating now. You're radiating it's not worth anything because of supernovas. That's not it. That's not it. It's not it. What up, DJ Ball Shadow? Welcome back. I'm 20. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Get to work. What up, Gulk Tug? Yeah, nothing's playing. Nothing's playing. I'll try yours too. Hold on, but nothing's playing for some reason. I think we have a outage. Yeah, nothing's playing. Nothing's playing. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, play the game. Richard, search 10 horrible ways that we can do it at like noon, 12:30-ish. I can be back on. I gotta eat. I gotta take care of my neighbors. Eat good food, travel, have some good food. Yes, listen. The whole anti-family rhetoric that's been going on for the past 40, 50 years has gotten people thinking like this. And the problem is a lot of people don't figure it out until they're too old to have children. The companies that want money from you, they want you to trade your time on earth for their wealth. They don't want you missing work for children and stuff. That's exactly what you should be doing. You shouldn't be dating until you're ready to marry because that's what's worthless. That's more worthless than a supernova. What? You're going to be like, oh, remember some chick I banged when I was 20? No, you're not going to remember any of them. Dude, like I remember my girlfriends and everybody in between. I can't remember their names. I might remember little bits about them, but it's all gone. And I've got a great memory. So it's like none of that even mattered. I would have if you can build a company, that company will be around. If you build it up properly, that company will be around and memories of that company will be around, which will bring, like, look, we're still talking about people that built cars in the 1910s, 1905, Henry Ford and stuff like that. You can absolutely make a planet. And the thing is, if we can figure out, listen, science is theories. We don't know if these stars are going to supernova. They may just fluctuate and pulse and don't know. But what's going to happen in 100 trillion years? We might not be on this planet anymore. We might be at another star. So it may keep going. Live like you're going to live forever. Live like you're going to be remembered forever. Don't do stuff that you don't want to be remembered for doing stupid things or horrible things, hateful things. Make this place the best you can, because if something happens that it doesn't end, like if we're just a star hopping civilization, or we get to that point, then it matters. Figure something out. Get on the course. Make people happy somehow. Make some entertainment that gives people a giggle, gives people a laugh, makes people think. At least make it the best you can. If it all, human nature is to survive. Like, I think this is why you have people like Elon Musk wanting us to go to Mars and stuff. So if the star does start to swell over the next million years, we'll have planets we can hop to. And then as we hop around, we'll figure it out. Science is always proven wrong over and over again. Don't let that stuff depress you, because these people don't know. They just think it, and they can paint a picture and make us believe it and sell that picture. Stacy, Doritos and cream cheese in heaven? Of course there are. Stacy, I got DJ. Got a DJ setup cost $1,000, brother. Hey, and if you can make that $1,000 back, and make people happy, make a bunch of good art. CIA is surrounding you. Activate Protocol Penguin. Gracie, I feel super lucky to be born. Also, I've been given a huge responsibility that I don't fully understand. Right. Study history. And when I'm saying history, study the oldest histories you can. Even if you're not religious yet, you will be. Give it 30 years. Read the I understand organized religion is very gagging. Read the books and read the evidence for those books to learn that a lot of people just say things because they don't want you to know certain things, because they want the edge in this competition. Read the books. I'm not saying you need to go to a church or a mosque or a synagogue or any of that. I'm saying read the books to learn what people did. You're not the first person to think this. And humans have always had these problems, this despair. What did they do? What helps? What can get you out of this funk and make you productive? There's a lot of that in these books, and it's a great thing. What's up, Michael? The quality of your ego determines your will to live. Thinking life is meaningless is vain. Who are we to decide? Right. Who are we to decide? Right. Because listen, science can't disprove a creator. It can't. They can tell you all they want, but they can't prove it, right? So the problem is you can live like there is. You can live like there's meaning for everything. Can I get full in heaven? No, you have a black hole belly. You can just keep eating and eating. Life is technically meaningless. Speaking logically, we're just a random part. No, we're not. You're listening to the wrong people. Listen, you're listening to the wrong people. You people that don't know and don't want to learn every aspect of everything settle for these headline decisions, and they always get proven wrong throughout time. Like we just found out like 3 days ago that the whole theory of evolution is scrapped. We just learned that when trying to make RNA, the backbone of RNA only lasts 4 hours outside of the human body. And you have to move that forward. So in order for RNA to be started, the human body had to exist or something like it. So you can't have waves that splash together and start making DNA. It cannot happen. And so these people are being proved wrong, and they've convinced a lot of people that we're all stardust. It's bullshit. We're not. We absolutely not. Just the feelings that you're having now prove that you have a soul. The person said, if a person said dies twice, once goes your body expires, and once when you last mentioned by someone. You can eat Doritos and cream cheese for eternity. I'm only joking, of course. There won't be pain or hunger or thirst in heaven. So yeah, that's what the books say. You aren't helping. I get that a lot. Well, now I feel bad. Am I made of magic stardust? No, you're not. You're made of Ziggy Stardust. It changes as you age because you learn more as you age. We're schooled, we're colleged when we're young. They have to choose what they're going to teach you for the benefit of the companies that support those colleges and schools, not what's going to make you think and feel the best. I have problems with lust and I don't know how to quit. I need help because it'll cause problems later in life. It absolutely can. I'll tell you, the biggest thing that'll make you more productive is have a goal in life, meet that goal, beat the goal, and then move to another goal. Stop, like the whole gooning wackadoodle thing that's out there. It's to waste your time. The people that don't want competition in life, the elites that don't want competition in life, want you spending the time wasting your money on useless sex and stupid shit so that you can never compete. Because elites are only elite if there's idiots and morons like ourselves below that. Middle class people, lower class people. If everyone would produce, like the people that are telling you not to marry are married. The people that are telling you not to study religion, study religion. Study do what they say. There is so much to learn. Learn to love it because that's all you got. Bumba brother, Richard. When you didn't know anything but people, if everybody was elite, there would be no elite. That's my point. And competition, you hear a lot of bull crap coming out about no. People don't want to compete. They want everybody to just be treated the same. Everybody get the same money. Everybody get the same food. No, that's not the way human nature works. And you didn't know, did anything people say have effect when you're not knowing, really? Desire to come from attempt. It does the opposite. So some people in the time of fusion when growing up will be pushed off course. They'll be told, like when people are thinking, what should I know? What should I do? They're told that this is it. This is everything. You've got a degree. So many people put so much on a degree that they think once they got it, now I'm done with learning. I got it. I've finished. No, that's false. There's too much more to learn. And if people that tell you, this is the problem I have with secular science. They tell you, if you want to succeed, you better put that Bible down. Why? You can't prove it's wrong. You know, and this is a problem. They can't prove it's wrong, and there's more and more evidence every day that the things are in there are true, and some of it might be literary. But why not read it anyway? Why not read it anyway? Right, you are all the proof you need. Right. We're here talking to each other, and we have emotions and stuff. We have things. When somebody dies, the grief. This stuff doesn't make sense evolutionarily speaking. Doesn't make sense. We have a soul, and you can see things without a soul, like AI, and you can see, wow, AI is something that evolved, and it's not. It might appear to have what. Sawdust more like it. Oh, that's what if I do? What do y'all do if lust is a person, brother? If I get urges like that, I just do something else. I do a couple of push-ups. I go for a run. Anything but fall into it. Your mind will change in a few seconds if you just change. If you change your perception, change what you're thinking about. What are you doing? Are you scrolling on Tinder? Why? You got shit to do. I have a fear of attractive women. Venustriophobia. Is it useless sex? Have you been talking to my ex? We learn more with age or stop questioning and settle the answer because death's coming. Right. People are told why. Why would you keep learning? The sun's just going to supernova. Who cares? Just start having sex with everybody and getting drunk and doing drugs. Right. That's so you never compete. You're taken out of the game. Don't listen to that stuff. I've been trying to understand who the earth is in debt to, how it's a money thing, valuable, super important. The government could print to infinity. There are people starving. Right. And there's been slavery forever. This stuff still exists. Slavery still exists today. There's 5 million people in slavery in Africa right now. But most people don't know that. They want to tell you that the Democrats freed the slaves, which is a lie. And then listen to me and vote for me because these people want power. Power because money doesn't matter to them. Money doesn't matter. They want power, and if they can use money as a hook on a worm on a hook to convince you to vote for them, because the game that they play has to do with who can you convince more of the truth, and that's a problem. Just accept that you're likely wrong about most of what you believe, and you're willing to change opinions. Right? Stay open-minded. If anyone ever says to not be, that's wrong. Hold on one second. Okay, that was Xfinity. Just accept that you're likely wrong. Right, listen, okay, going back to this. People that tell you they know what they can't know, and so you might as well stop looking into it, those are what you would call evil people. You're here to experience the beauty of what's been created, not to not search that, not to not find that out. But it's important to stay firm in basic morals. Right, you have to decide what your morals are. Fleeting morals that change can't be. You can't do that. Do you have the Bible without science? Do you have the Bible without science? You can't have the science without the Bible. Right, 100%. 1665, Isaac Newton created calculus. The Principia that he wrote he was searching for how God did things. Not, and then science switched to let's prove there's not a God, because it can't be proven. So it's a forever producing cycle. They can keep just producing stuff saying, see, God doesn't exist, see, God doesn't exist, see, God doesn't exist. But they can never prove it, so they can just keep coming up with more stuff, right? There's another whole half to the equation here. You have secular science. You also have creator science. They do the same thing, but the picture they paint with the evidence is different. And this is the problem. You have to know this as early in life as possible. Yes, even if you don't believe the Bible is important, it's the oldest history book we have. I'm talking about a person that digs in and says they're right. Words aimed at words showing altering the mindset of a person dug in. Agreed. I agree. Yes. Causes them to dig in more. Right. I agree. I agree. Go for a walk. I think I spelled walk right. You did it one time. What I like to do is ask them what their religion's belief is, what they study. They believe is they as long as study my belief. Right. Listen, while you grow, when you start to get old enough to realize what evil is and what good is, and what you want around you and what you don't want around you, you can start finding patterns. And then stick yourself around these patterns, because if you start thinking that everything's worthless, then you'll surround yourself with worthless people. And then you'll be worthless. You create your reality. Balance is not one side or the other. It's to get out of the way or to go with the flow. I am a former atheist, absolutely. Scientist, atheist for 40 years. I think we need to hold teachers accountable for not teaching children correctly history and math. I think so too. I think that all of our retired military should be offered their retirement pay and a per diem and whatnot to go into teaching. These freaking kids are going out of control. They don't care about anything, and they're told we're all accidental stardust and abortion kicks ass. This is all crazy. People don't care about human life anymore. They think everything's a game. What? God can't be proven or disproven. You can prove it to yourself. You just got to ask for answers to get them. Nah, bro, I asked the opposite of how you interpret it. Like, you start believing God after an age because you're coming near your death. I disagree. I think it's not that. It seems like that, but I disagree. I think it's when you finally have time, because a lot of people find God in prison. It's when you have time to sit down. You don't have a 9 to 5. You're not working 12 hours a day and then chasing butt and everything at night. You have time, so you're in prison, or later in life you retire, so the job's gone. You have time. I don't think it's because it's the end of life, because we never know when the end of life is. It might be in 7 minutes. We got no idea. So I disagree, Vishal. I think it's when you have the time. We should be given the time earlier in life to make these decisions, but the people that make the decisions for us have already decided how they can benefit the most from this. So it's absolutely, I take God's word is gospel. Right. Yeah. I didn't believe in God when I was 36. I absolutely did. I didn't believe in God when I was 40. When I was like 43, 44 is when I was like, okay, let's figure this stuff out. I know so much stuff. Eric Schwalm post on X. I gotta go. But brother William, if you come back for tonight's stream, it'll probably be in about an hour. We'll start the afternoon stream probably about 1 o'clock, I'll say. But you might want to atheist become. Listen. The problem is we only learn what we're taught in life. It's when you start taking responsibility for your own education, and I don't mean by spending money on college and stupid crap like that. I mean saying I want to learn this on my own. And the thing is, when you have your first breakthrough, when you finally realize, oh, I've been lied to. They're turning me into a spender. They're turning me into a consumer. And you realize that you're like, okay, why? And then you start reading. Then you start getting enjoyment from reading, and you get that feeling where I know more than they wanted me to know, and you keep following that. That's when education gets kick ass. And you can do it at your own pace. You don't have to sit in class for science class for an hour and like, and then sit in math class for an hour. If you want to learn math for 6 minutes, you can do it. If you want to learn math for 7 hours, you can do it. I don't think it's people are worried about their death. I think people are worried about their death, Vishal, at every age. And it's when they retire and they get the time is when they finally say, okay, let me look into this. And like I said, it happens to people in jail all the time because they don't got to go to work or anything. How would you know when they were the words of God? He was making a joke. He said they are. How would you know that they aren't words of God? The Bible says seek and find. Right. The thing is, Bumble Ross, you've got to start. Why is the Bible the only book that's banned in 50 countries? What do they not want you to read? What do they not want you to read? Why do these countries not want you to read it? Why does everybody tell you that the Bible is fairy tales, but they're reading the Avengers comic right in front of you? Why is this? Why are you so pushed away from that knowledge? Humans can be manipulated very easily. How are you, Solo? Can you take me higher? More time to have spiritual awakening. I've agreed right there. You need to go around high schools and country and speak to your kids, man. Be the next Tony Robbins, being real. Okay, all right, brother, listen, I would love to set something up like that. Honestly, I really would. Quick question. If Adam and Eve are white, where do black people come from? I don't think Adam and Eve were white. But you can just remove the big possibility of brainwashing. So I think Adam and Eve were brown, and black and white people came from that. Like remember, genetics is a kick-ass thing. There was a woman in the 1950s. She was a movie star. She sued her grandmother because her grandmother slept with a black guy and had her great grandmother had her grandmother. Her grandmother married a white guy, and her mother married a white guy, so she was white. She had sex with a white movie star and had a black kid. So she was embarrassed by this in the 1950s, and she sued her grandmother for not telling her that her great-grandmother or great-grandfather was black. The genetics, it works out like this. You can find black women with white babies. Not everything's on the internet. Not everybody's on the internet. It's when all we learn and see is what's on the internet. We don't see everything. You've got to get out and explore things. So I think Adam and Eve were brown, and I think brown is a mixture of black and white, so to speak. And I think the white people and black people come from that. That come from that. No one is talking about the incest thing with their offspring. Yes, they do. They absolutely do. They absolutely. If you look into it, they say yes. Adam's son had to sleep with his sister. That's in canon. I think we evolved from early primates and everything. No, we definitely didn't. We cannot have. The problem is we've already done the experiments. They're just not widely published. We can do CRISPR gene editing now. We can edit each individual letter of the DNA code. And if you change 2 letters or you change, it shuts off. It turns off. It takes the subroutine completely out if 2 letters get changed. This is all stuff that's come out within like the last 4 weeks. Just a few days ago, they talked about the 4-hour time. Like they say, give us billions of years and you can evolve. The problem is RNA backbone only lasts 4 hours outside of the human body. So it can't, even in water, and the water can't be salt water or anything. It can't have any other impurities in it, actually. And then part of it's got to be outside of water because if it gets hydrated, it falls apart. So all of this stuff is known. It's well known. It's just not well published. Evolution, and the thing is now, like, we found dinosaur bones with soft features. Darwin said he would be incorrect if we found any soft tissue animals. We found jellyfish now that have been. There's jellyfish fossils found in Giza in Egypt, in the limestone quarry that they pulled the rocks from. We're finding fossils there of soft body things. So it looks more like a global flood event that caused this, and then what was left over. And this is what I'm talking about. And this is interesting. Stuff keeps getting loaded. I'm open-minded. And if the more don't decide You keep learning. The information comes out every day. We just found 150 new moons to Jupiter last March 2025. Science keeps going. Listen to the other side of the argument. Like when you hear about evolution, you never hear about creationism. Those conversations are being had. Those papers are being written. You've got to go out and read them because they won't be fed to you. The albino animals exist too. White people are white. Yeah. You get the whole spectrum. Honestly, I've tried the Bible, but I have too many questions that Christians couldn't answer. Like Jesus didn't fulfill the messianic prophecies, reading the verse context, which just proves it. No, you didn't read it. You didn't read good enough. Mary is also from King David's side. Look at it again, brother. Do you believe God could be an extraterrestrial? Yes. I think the really cool perspective I never thought of. Thank you. The color skin interpreted by Sally Mellon. Yes, but you definitely you can definitely tell people's races genetically, though. Throw Adam and Eve being brown. Yep, you change 2 letters of DNA, it becomes CMA, DVA. Richard, did you say 9? Yeah. Sorry. So I'll just finish up this chat here. Well, that's Chihuahua. I think spiritual awakening and lightning is the type of words or false words to me. You're young, brother. You're young. I mean, and you may not be happy with where you're at, but the thing is, you can't prove it. So why throw it away? You can't prove it, so why throw it away? And you said, I think, not I know. Remember that, right? Remember, you said, I think spiritual awakening, not I know spiritual awakenings are false words. So you're still questioning, and you will. Lord Lamb, are you shocked to see me? False words. No, they're not false words. The problem is when everything seems bad, when all we see is hell, horror. And listen, people are told that it should be an all-loving God. God is meant to be feared, no, he's meant to be the father that will backhand you. And people, it's total fluffy good. No. Why is there hell? Why is there babies that die? Why is there this and that? Why did God flood, at least in the Bible, why did he flood the whole earth and kill everybody except, because he could only handle so much evil until finally he says, all right, I'm done with you guys. Just like a father can kick you out of the house. And then eventually you're going to get your shit together and you're going to come back to him and you're going to say, my bad. I was wrong. All right, I got to go. I'll see you guys about I'd say 1 o'clock. Give me an hour and 45 minutes to get everything together. I gotta get some chicken food and whatnot. But love you guys. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you guys in about 2 hours. Say hour and 45 minutes. All right. Bye.